I just couldn't leave you guys without a video, this week. Well, I couldn't leave you guys without a video for like an entire week. Well, an entire week and a half since I was gonna put it out on Saturday, which I'm still doing because first off I gotta write my script because I'm gonna really try on this What If. Not this one, but like the What If that I'm doing. Now this is what if Deku had the White Dragon Emperor. Now, first off, inside of this, he won't be turned into a demon. I mean, a devil, technically, but I like to say demon. Now, the reason for this is because I just don't want that nigga to become a devil. Like, it doesn't seem like a good choice. So instead, I'm gonna leave him. Just gonna leave him as a human. Okay, here's the thing. Now, if you think you either have to be a demon or an angel to unlock your sacred gear power, that technically isn't true. Because, well, if you've seen the last season, you would know that humans are able to unlock sacred gears and or use holy power. Now, the way that this will be unlocked is Zuko would be sleeping, thinking of how he wouldn't want to go to school instead of his dreams, thinking of everything that would happen once he went to school. Now, in the middle of his dream, he hears a voice. I am the White Dragon Emperor. He can barely make out the words, but he got what he said. Now, he said, huh, just in case he didn't get it, just in case he got it wrong. And then the voice then said, I am the White Dragon Emperor. Now, at this point, Izuku's confused. He doesn't know what this is talking about. Now, the voice slowly fades away. And out of nowhere, I'm telling you, the White Dragon Emperor appears before him and says, child, if you don't want to end up like this foolish nightmare, take my power, accept it, and learn how to use it from its past wielders. Now, people that have the White Dragon Emperor are usually angels or humans. So he's confused, and then he wakes up from his dream from his mom waking him up. Well, actually, I'm going to say from his alarm clock. He then returns back to school, and as he does, the bullies, they decided to trick Izuku and make it seem like they were taking it easy on him. But as soon as Izuku left school, they followed him halfway home, threw him into the alley, and started beating him up. Now, while they were just all around pummeling him, the kids then saw something that they did not expect. Inside of the alley, a real life villain that just got done killing a hero too. I'm gonna say it wasn't a pro hero, but it was a weak hero. Now, the reason for this. Oh, and by the way, uh, join the Discord. I know you can't see the other side, but join What If Gods. Now, anyway, as I was saying, yeah, basically, they all run away, and Izuku's left there because he just got the crap beaten out of him by three to four. Nah, I'm gonna say four kids, and he can't even move. Now the villain, and I'm gonna say this is the sludge villain, then says, "A young body. If I'm if I'm lucky, I can actually retire as being a villain, and I can use this body, go to his house, kill his parents, and live out the rest of his life, and I would never be found out because they think I was just a kid. Of course, the body wouldn't grow, but he could always hide himself from the world, like he's always done most of his life since he's been a hero for a while. I mean, a villain for a while. Now, he then crawls towards the kid slowly, and then he pins him onto a wall. Now, the sludge villain then starts to try and take over Zuko's body by crawling into literally every hole but that hole. Like I'm not gonna explain what hole, but that hole. Now, anyway, so basically he's just climbing into through Azuku's mouth, ears, and nose, and Azuku hears it again, but he thinks since it was in his dream, his it's just him hallucinating from him suffocating and dying slowly. So he ignores it and continues to keep on try to breathe. Now it keeps on saying Azuku, Azuku, Azuku Midoriya, and this time the he's inside of outer space. Now he sees the white dragon before him, and then he says, "What are you? You keep calling me, but you never explained what you are." And then the dragon then says, "I am the White Dragon Emperor, Nemesis, and and destroyer of worlds." I'm pretty sure, or dimensions. I don't really give a fuck. Now, no, I'm gonna say destroyer of gods, cause inside the anime, I'm pretty sure they said that both the red and white dragon destroy gods. Now, or things that were similar to gods, or like similar in power to gods. That's what I meant. Now, he then says, "Use my power, divide." And when you do use this power, you'll have enough to defeat this weak villain. But of course, since you're already weak, you'll have to give up your power to one of the ancient, to either the demons or the angels. Now, you could risk it and stay a human, but I'd say that you should probably give it over to a demon or an angel. Now, instantly, he then says, "I refuse. If I use this power and die, I guess I'm gonna die. I could never look anyone in the eyes knowing that I'm some type of monster." Now, the White Dragon Emperor then says, "Fine." He then bestows his power to Izuku. Now, as soon as the wings go onto his back, he then shoots the sludge villain out of his body with the immense power that was forced through his entire body. Now, he then grabs the sludge, the sludge villain, and the sludge villain isn't really worried because he's made out of sludge. So, the sludge villain then tries to climb onto him, but as he does, Izuku with his wings, he says, "Divide." Well, divine divide. Now, the sludge villain's powers kind of go away a little bit. Like the squeeze that he had onto Izuku kind of weakened. Now, he then says again, divide. Now, he isn't, you know what? I'm going to say he's inside the full suit mode, but this is just a fluke since, he needed to survive or, he'd have to pass on to someone else and he didn't really feel like doing that. Because it could either be ages, a second, or never again. I mean, like, there is a chance. So, he just keeps on saying divide. And then the sludge villain gets off of Izuku. Because he notices every single time he says divide, his powers weaken and weaken. Now, at this time, the sludge can't even hold on to Izuku. Now, he keeps on saying divide, 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 divide. Now, as he continuously says this, his powers then start to go away and his body forms into his normal body. Now, of course, this isn't permanent, but this is because his powers were divided over and over and over. And if you divide powers to 0%, you don't have powers anymore. Now, at this point, he's just how do I explain? The power of the sludge villain's stamina and strength goes into Izuku. Now, Izuku then looks at the man, and the man has tears in his eyes, but not sad tears, happy tears. Because the whole reason that he became a villain was because nobody would ever accept him. Now, the man then thanked Izuku, but Izuku then said, "Oh, I'm not gonna let you get out of here alive. You killed a villain, and you tried to kill me. Sorry, normally I wouldn't kill anyone, but it's the white dragon. He's feeling a little bit grumpy today." Now he grabs him by the neck and then charges a beam of energy. And then he says, "Well, if you do survive this, you'll probably never be able to talk, since even if it's going through your body, that immense heat is either gonna severely damage the organs that are left and vocal cords and or veins, so you'll probably never be able to move again. So you'll probably, the only things that will probably survive is probably your fingers, and even those will be lacking." Now he then shoots this beam into the sludge villain, and there's a giant hole and his guts start spilling out. But when they do, they're all burnt and mangled. No, not mangled. Yeah, mangled. I'm gonna say they have cuts inside the guts, and it's all mangled and burnt. And as you look through him, you can see his insides burnt. Now the sludge villain then slowly dies, and Izuku then says, "This must be the power of divine dividing, the power of the white dragon." Now, he then looks at his hands, and he can feel the power going through his veins. You know when adrenaline goes through your veins if you've ever actually been excited, because I know a few people that have never been excited. What I mean is, you know that feeling when adrenaline starts going through your veins, and then you feel like extremely either powerful or just excited? That's how he's feeling, but times 10. Now, I'm going to leave it off at the 10 months of training. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. If you didn't, you know what to do. I'll see you guys later, and the 300 sub special is almost out. Well, at least on Saturday it'll be out, because I know I'm not going to write the script anytime soon until like Friday. I'm going to finish on like Sunday, I already know. So I'll see you later, and don't die. Have a good day.